Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to episode 305 of Comic Book Queers. I'm your host, EvilJeff, and with me as always is the hot and sexy Brett.
Ooh, I didn't think you were going to say my name after hot and sexy, but you did. Thank you.
Like, another person, come on.
There must be a third, because this one's not hot or sexy. Actually, she's feeling herself post-Pride. Yeah, I think Pride was good to me. Pride was good to my ego.
Yeah, I found that the new bar I go to, the Bullet, because it's an older clientele and everything outside is just lit by fire pits. And I realized being lit by a candlelight, that's where I shine. That's where I'm my hottest.
Absolutely. I always pictured my Oscar clip to be me sitting near a campfire.
Yeah. Oh, the Oscar clip, like when they're doing the nominated performances.
Like they're like,
and
Brett
then it
Manis.
cuts to you. And that's where the fire's going, and you're like, you never loved me.
Exactly. He never loved me.
And then it cuts to you. Let me see your face when it cuts back to you after you saw, and everyone's clapping.
Oh, okay. That.
Okay.
Right, ready?
And it cuts back to you. Yeah.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What's yours? Let me see yours.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, and so clearly both of us would lose. On the count of three, let's pretend we were both nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Okay.
In a porn, in a regular film. And so when I say 1, 2, 3, it's the fucking Austin Butler just wins.
Oh, okay.
Instead
all
of
right.
us.
Good.
So let's give our all right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Austin Butler.
End scene. We might win streamies for that segment right there.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I feel like I won one streamy already, and I think that's probably going to be it.
You're going to hold that over my head. Our whole friendship that.
Oh no, you froze. Hello?
It's good.
Hey everybody, wait, you froze for a second. Did you know?
Yeah, so did you.
Did you know that? Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder what if this plays, which one of us is going to be frozen in the final edit. I was about to just start hamming. I was just going to be like, anyway,
Okay, what was her name? Ashley Simpson? Okay, Ashley Simpson. Ashley Simpson, I bet she is so mad that she's not alive for the era of the pop girlies. Do you think Ashley Simpson is trying to
But speaking of, we talk
comeback?
about No. She tried to make a comeback when she starred in the remake of Melrose Place back in 2011. No, here's the thing. There is another timeline where the Saturday Night Live thing synced and no one knew she was lip syncing, and she is now up there
bigger than Jessica
Gaga.
Oh my God. Wow. And Jessica Simpson has fallen harder.
If you look up, I think it might be the Rose Bowl performance, but it's her singing Alley Cat, which is a good song. She had good songs. She's singing Alley Cat, and it's after all of that shit happened. And then after she sings the last note, like, yeah, the whole entire Rose Bowl goes, boo! No! And her face, you're like, that's the moment she died on the inside. Like, you see her just go, like, it's just so cruel. But if you want to see someone die on the inside, watch that video
or this show.
Hi, I'm sorry we didn't open with like a funny sketch, but we couldn't think of anything. And sometimes we're stupid and we're not funny.
My video again. I can't think of. I can't be funny right now because everything has fallen apart.
Yeah, the world's falling apart. The Supreme Court has basically said the president could just shoot people in the face while he's president and we're fine. So that's the world we live in. They took away Chevron. Companies can now get rid of gay stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could just be like, Well, there's a law against that. Well, we don't think there is. They leave it in the corporation to decide.
That's correct. They will decide the law. The corporations will decide the law.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. So, and also right in between Pride and the 4th of July, just the whole idea of rights is a joke.
It's horrible. Anyway, but on that note, we're going to be funny today, right? And we're going to talk about, you know what? But I think we should talk about what we're talking about, right?
What are we talking about?
Let's find out.
And he was all like, and then she was all like, and then they were all like, and I was all like, what? What?
I was like, what? I realized I'm gonna talk about some gay stuff because, you know,
Please
TikTok is not much longer before
gay stuff is allowed on the air.
That's the other thing is when we start being taken away for being gay, we can't deny it because I'll be like, I'm not gay. You can't prove it. And they're like, look at this crappy YouTube video with 400 views.
We got 400?
I don't know. I hope so. And you talk about sucking a dick. You're out of here.
We heard you talking about sucking a dick online.
But didn't you want to talk about something? What did you want to talk about?
I did talk about sucking dick. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was all like, when I was thinking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe the other day, and I was all like, it too is falling apart. What happened?
It is. And I think the biggest example of that is
Blade. So Blade originally was supposed to come out a year ago, or like half a year ago, like November 2023. But instead it's pushed to, I think, November 2025. This much maligned film project, let's see, the original director, Bassam Tariq, out for production purposes, not creative differences. We now have the second director out, Jan Demange, out. Who knows why? The script has gone through multiple iterations, including one where Mahershala had fourth billing, and Blade was not the main character in the Blade film. It was about a group of women. And according to one of the producers, it was full of life lessons. Delroy Lindo.
Women? Like what? Like fun Marvel characters? Like if the group of women was like,
if it was like
Storm,
Jennifer Kale,
yeah, like then I'd be like, okay,
yeah. So who knows? It probably, you know what? That script sounds like something you and I probably would have loved.
Probably, I don't know.
Life lessons, studio though, executive. Life lessons.
I don't want to learn a damn thing.
It's pointless. Delroy Lindo, as we know, we love Delroy Lindo. Crooklyn, hello, out. Mia Goth is in. And when I say Mia Goth is in, I mean Mia Goth is in, but also Mia Goth is still in the movie as the villain, Lilith.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's great. And also Mia Goth.
You know what I don't love?
She's in right now.
She's with Shia LaBeouf. Is that true? Isn't that true that she's
I thought she was with T.I. West.
Oh, let me look it up. Who is Mia
I think I just made that up.
Dating.
Girl, we gotta figure these shadows out. On my face.
She's dating
Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, what are you complaining about? Your shadows?
The shadows on my face.
The shadows on my face.
It's reminding me of vampires. So she's dating Shia LaBeouf, so she's fucked in the head.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If I was making this would be my pitch when I walked in.
Pitch.
If
Oh.
I was pitching the Blade movie and they're like, "What is your Blade?" I'm like, "Okay, you know the first 5 minutes of the first movie Blade?
Yeah.
I want to do that
but the whole
for
movie.
a whole movie because that's the best thing. And add Parker Posey from Blade 3.
Could you imagine, like, let me walk with you for a second. Could you imagine a Blade the movie was just Blade in a club filled with vampires for 2 hours?
That would be amazing.
That would be incredible. That would be like the Raid Redemption. That would be so good.
The problem is a lot of times you're like, oh, we're losing these directors, but sometimes you're like, Did the director have a really cool idea, and then Kevin Feige is like, "This is too weird.
That's always what I'm afraid of. That's always.
But sometimes people do things that are too weird, where you're like, just stick to
that didn't work.
Just stick to the comic. I don't know.
What Zoe Chow tried to do something weird with Eternals, and it just wound up being like nothing soup. It's either let them do or you do you.
Eternals suffered from it just not feeling. It just didn't feel important enough.
Important.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about Blade?
Just that they should get the director who did Werewolf by Night.
That shit's so good. That should be a whole movie. Like that could have been, and that, I love how that's
Blade should just be a continuation of that.
That could have been a hit movie. But whatever.
Oh, beautiful.
Can I talk about something?
What are you all like?
I'm all like, Pride is happening, and I didn't do a lot of Pride things, mostly because it's just hard for me to be out in the sun. Also,
you're Blade.
Also, I'm old.
You're not Blade.
I'm a daywalker.
No, you're not a daywalker.
I'm not a daywalker. I'm a night walker, and I would love to be a vampire because having to be out at night.
You're a streetwalker.
I'm TJ Walker. Who is that? Yeah. I don't even know who that is.
Who is that? Was that a show? No, that was TJ Hooker.
TJ Booker. TJ Walker, it's an actor. I'm not sure. But I want to talk about gay dating shows because I might not be doing gay stuff out in the world, but I am ready to watch gay stuff on TV because America hates the gays. Yes, that's right, because Trump is going to be reelected and all of us are going to be put in camps. I'm just getting so depressing. But who is doing gay rights? Gay rights right is the rest of the world. Thailand just passed gay marriage. Second South Asian country to do so. Yay!
Thank you, Thailand. America.
And the rest of the world is doing gay dating shows. In America, we have tried to do dating shows. Remember that one gay dating show where a gay guy, it was like The Bachelor, but the twist was only half of the people are gay.
Horrible.
And the other half are straight people.
What was that called again? What was that monstrosity
called? It was called a hate crime. It was called a hate crime.
Thank you.
What was it? What was that called? Here, go ahead and vamp while I look for
that. Was the equivalent to like girls showing up to the all-male strip club. Like that is the equivalent of like
playing it straight.
Playing it straight.
Who was the host? Wasn't it like Tori Spelling or something insane?
Oh my God. Was it like Joe the plumber? Wait, no, that not him. Joe Millionaire? Was it him? Pretending to be gay?
Yeah, it was just some hot guy. And then in the end, if he chose the straight guy at the end, the straight guy won $1 million. I'm telling you.
For like acting the faggiest.
This was in 2004. The 2000s, people were like,
they're because they tried. They were like, no, we're cool.
But their version of cool is like, hey, what if we take gay people and just make them feel really shitty about themselves? It was
what if we pit them against each other?
Exactly. And it was like that with everything. Everything was racist. Everything was like...
And it was like body shaming and...
Body shaming. Like, the Swan. Remember the Swan?
Oh, girl.
Where people got plastic surgery?
Oh, the 2000s. Oh, what we did to people.
Oh, my God. It was terrible. Okay, so anyway... I'm just trying to look and see who was the fucking host. Anyway, I don't see. But there are gay dating shows. So first we have there's 3 gay dating shows out. 2 are out. 1 is about to come out next week.
Ooh.
Number 1.
Okay.
We have Kiss the Boy. This is from the UK.
What is she doing?
That's Danny Minogue, Kylie Minogue's sister.
Oh my God, you could tell it is. It is Danny Minogue. She had a hit song once.
Yeah, once. And now she is hosting gay dating shows. This show is guys they literally are forced to meet for the first time and then make out and then they couple up. And then after 2 days, they'll bring more boys in and then they have to decide, do we have to make out again or break up? And in the end, if someone doesn't make out with you, you're forced to leave. You're forced to leave the boudoir.
That sounds like me at the Eagle.
They were calling it the messerie, which I guess is a
the messerie for messing around.
But anyway, it's full of drama, really hot guys, and they're all like, I don't know if you ever saw Love Island.
Yeah.
The UK. So everyone's like, oh no, I feel like he's proper fit. He's got really good banter, and I don't know what's going on with him, but I do want to snog. Like it's that shit all day long, and they're hot, and it's fun. It's fucking fun. But hey, if this is too slutty for you,
it is a little slutty.
Let's go in the opposite direction and go. Guess which country has the least slutty gay dating show?
Canada.
Korea. This is the 3rd season of His Man. I have watched the first 2 seasons. These 8 men they live in a house, and at the end of each night, they have to call and leave a voicemail message on each of their cell phones of who you like. The problem is they'll leave voicemail messages and they'll be like, "안녕하세요." And I'm not being racist because that's literally the language I just. And then they'll be like, "Hi, I like you." And then the person will listen and be like, who was that?
They didn't leave a name?
Yeah. And then there'll be interviews where he's like, I like this guy. And then you'll see the other guy. I like that other guy. And then there's them in real life and they're like, hi. And then you're like, talk to each other.
It's so reserved.
It's so reserved. But in the end, when they admit that they like each other, and in the end, when they kiss, you're like, And last season, two of the guys became a couple, and they're now huge YouTube celebrities. So this one, it's very sweet, but it is.
They're tame. Also preppy, except for that one in the bottom left who looks like the troublemaker, if I may.
Yeah, he's very shy. It's also interesting in Korea.
Oh, shy.
Do you know in Korea, like in that, they're like, I'm looking for someone who's really funny and confident. Here, they're like, I want someone that's like very quiet and stoic. Like. They see introversion as
sexy,
as better than extroversion, which I find is just very fascinating. Next week premieres The Boyfriend from Japan. This is going to be on Netflix, and basically these men all have to run a coffee shop together, and then try to fall in love.
What, like through manual labor?
Yeah. And but that's the thing. You know what makes people fall in love more? A shitty manager in retail.
Oh, trauma bonding, it sounds like.
They should have a shitty coffee manager that's just like, you all are fucking
You're faggots.
Useless. You got
and you're useless.
You got time to lead, you got time to clean, faggot. Like, yeah. And so then and then they're like, oh my God, what an asshole, right? So anyway, but how come America doesn't get gay dating shows?
Because America is a Christian nation.
And I will say, about 5 years ago, there was a Thai gay dating show where basically a hot bachelor would come out, and then there would literally be 50 gay guys with buzzers, and as soon as he would come out, they would be like, nope, not interested. Like they didn't want him. And so at the very end of the ones that were left, the bachelor would pick a top 2 and then buzz out the one he didn't like at the end, and then they would go out on a date. And this was in Thailand 5 years ago.
Which one?
We don't get anything.
You smash? Who would you smash in this photo?
Oh, in this photo, I mean, low key, I probably would sleep with any of them. But I think the one in the top in the blue,
top middle
with blue.
I mean, he's kind of serving. Yeah, that's the one. He's the one.
Plus, I like a little bit of facial hair. Yeah. Oh, now since we're doing it, this one here.
I got to go with the troublemaker, the shy troublemaker.
Yeah, I've watched the first episode of this, and I think the guy sitting on the edge of the couch on the right, he has glasses, which he's not wearing in the photo, and they made it sexy.
I also top middle is really doing it for me also.
Yeah, he's cute too. All of them are very pretty. But I will say in Korea, the other thing is they all get plastic surgery and look exactly the same. Okay. Like they all get the same.
They do it in LA too.
They get it's like how the Real Housewives all look the same. They get a lot of plastic surgery to get the same. They all get the same. They want the same type of features.
They have an objective aesthetic to what's beautiful, just like we do, like everybody.
But I do feel I will say this is the one thing I will give props to America about. Oh, we're not on that yet. is that when we were growing up, I think we talked about this before, it was himbo hunks, WeHo hunks, or Chelsea hunks, and that was it.
Like,
if you were a bear, if you were a twink, if you were
on TV, you
overweight,
mean? Like in terms of what was the
I
aesthetic?
think even the gay people trying to date.
Oh, yeah, just the aesthetic, just what was beautiful.
You were disgusting if you were not hairless
and
muscled
abs and yes.
20.
Yes, but
and
now,
I do feel now people have all their different niches of like, I like a bad boy, I like a preppy, I like a bear, I like a dad bod. There's a room for everything in America.
That's right.
But there isn't room for a gay American dating show.
Nope, guess not. And wouldn't it be great if it was a show where it was all different types of gays co-mingling in one space, sleeping with one another? A twink tastes a bear. Tastes like honey.
I forgot. You know what? I lied. There is a gay dating show on Out TV in America.
Oh, Out TV doesn't count.
It's called like Dilf Island, I think.
Dilf is it
or Dilf Mansion?
Is it like Daddy Son?
It's hosted by Stormy Daniels, and it's
fun.
A bunch of twinks get
national hero Stormy Daniels.
They have to connect with daddy bears.
Okay, I mean that's what's happening in the city right now. That was Pride. Pride was twinks connecting with daddy bears.
You.
It happened to me on the subway today. I'm just saying something's happening.
Someone was like, "Hi, Daddy," and you were like, "Get on your knees."
I feel like, yeah. And then the cops were like, "Come with me."
But I have a feeling you are more. I mean, can we talk about this? I think you're more submissive.
Nobody's out there accusing me of being an aggressive top. We'll put it that way.
Okay. So, but do you feel a lot of these younger twinks want you then to be the aggressive one?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't assume that, but I do assume that. And I feel like that was the demand that the supply needed in order to ship out to market, if you catch my drift. I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about 30-year-old just being like,
something about Mary.
Raise me.
Yeah.
Raise me, spank me, send me to college.
Should we talk about what we're watching?
Yes.
Okay.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
What you watching, EvilJeff?
What I'm watching, basically, The Boys.
The boys. You know what? I got to say this. We're in such a fucked up place in this country that the show that is mirroring reality the most in the world right now is The Boys. The Boys is the most realistic show on television.
I'll go a step further. It's the world I feel is better The Boys than it is in real life.
The world of The Boys is not as bad as what we have going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We have 2 episodes that we kind of need to like catch up on.
Yes, it was a dour episode 4 and then a relatively more exciting episode 5.
Yeah. Some of it was so basically Homelander just goes to the place where he grew up and was tortured and then just tortures and murders everybody there.
I did not need a whole episode of that.
I didn't need all of that. I don't need him.
I didn't need any of that.
He forces a guy to masturbate and then lasers his wiener off. I
did not need that drawn out for as long as it was.
Because it was all just to show that he actually is crazy. And the reason he hates humans is because humans treated him like a thing. So now it's his turn to be like, they're not people, they're our toys. You feel like, it's all just basically to get revenge because he was never loved.
It's the abuse cycle. It's the abused becoming the abuser.
And I find the thing interesting. I'm just going to jump around from show to show, kind of just stick from character to character. Because in the second episode, he finally goes to his son. And he's like, and the son's like, I just want to help people. And then he's like, okay, we'll do that. But his version of helping people
is still cruel.
And fucked up. Like the guy from The Magicians who I love, who's always the director in this show.
Yeah.
Basically, he's sexually harassing someone, and then
like a production assistant.
He forces him to get on his knees, and the production assistant just starts bitch slapping the fuck out of him.
Hit him again. Hit him again.
Yeah.
It was disheartening, that scene, because I always thought Ryan was going to be the one to have such a moral compass and to be the true foil, like to be the thing that could take Homelander down, the only thing really. But now it seems like Ryan is moving toward the sadism of Homelander.
But it's all based under he's being evil for the greater good. So it's interesting to see, like, when is it going, like, it's a push and pull of the morals. My thing is I still don't think he really knows what Homelander did to his mother. And I think someone just needs to tell him that. And I think that's the best way to get him away from Homelander.
Absolutely, unless it's a kind of kill the messenger thing. I can see Butcher being like, yeah, this is what he did, and then Ryan being mad at Butcher.
True.
Because kids are stupid.
Speaking of Butcher's having blackouts, and when he blackouts and comes to, people are just exploded into goo. So whatever that mass is, here's my theory. The mass in his head that they think is killing him is actually a power. And I think it's actually some gross monster that comes out of his ear and attacks people.
Well, they showed that infected rabbit, that was infected with V, and then that monster came out of it, a la Aliens. That's what he has in there. Do you think, though, that he is responsible for the exploding? Like, the monster in there is a monster that can explode people?
I think the monster came out and just ripped the person apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, came out his butt?
I don't know. Well, we blacked out, so we don't know what it came out of.
I think.
So that's too.
So I love that theory. I think that Ezekiel. So Homer was being attacked by our Mr. Fantastic type, Plastic Man type preacher character, Ezekiel. Ezekiel was about to kill Homelander, and then right when he blacked out, like you said, Ezekiel exploded. I wonder if Marie is lurking. Because they showed the kids. They showed the kids from Gen V, the Guardians of Godolkin.
It's also weird because it's like
Marie from Gen V.
They're just assuming you watched that show because they're just hanging out. They're just there hanging out. Like, yeah, what's up? We're part of this. And I'm like, if someone did not watch Gen V, they'd be like, who the fuck are those?
Who are these kids? But they were such dumbed down versions of themselves. When Kate was like, anything you need, Homelander. I'm like,
well, I'm still not sure. Are they really bad? Are they really on the Seven side, or is it a ruse? Or have they really kind of turned?
They are. I think they're very much opportunists. You know, like
they're out for themselves.
They're out for themselves. Kate very much has no such thing as loyalty or moral compass. We saw that in Gen V. And I think the guy, the kid, the little brother, the Hulk type character, I just think he really just likes hurting people. And that's it.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, they're jerks. But I wonder if Marie is sort of lurking around the boys to kind of join up.
Who knows? Speaking of the, what's her name? Starlight? What's her name? Starlight is losing it, and I'm going to make a complaint after this. Starlight is being exposed by that Patriot girl. What's her name in the show? Firecracker. And basically called and exposes an abortion she had, and then she comes out and beats the shit out of Firecracker, and basically just ruins her entire rep. And fucks everything up of having these bills passed and kind of ruins her whole foundation because she can't control her emotions. And as we see in the next episode, she's still having trouble controlling her emotions. She's lashing out at people.
Her powers are on the fritz.
She is not a great actress. I'm sorry to bring this up, but I think before she wasn't called to task to have very complex emotions.
Now a lot is resting on her.
I feel that she's not rising to the occasion like other people are.
Yeah. I agree. I think she's definitely upstaged by other actors in the show. Like
Frenchie is so good.
Frenchie is so good and so funny. How about, so we'll get into the sheep scene soon. But when they were talking about the plan to infect the dead body with V so that the flying sheep eat it and then eat the virus.
Oh no, he froze again. Hold on, listeners. There's a freezing happening. You're back.
That man is in no condition to fuck a sheep.
Okay.
That was so funny.
But he told his boyfriend that he killed his family.
Yes, he did.
And the boyfriend tried to kill him. This was and I'll tell you this. I have a comic that I was writing, and it's very similar to this plot line of someone falling in love with someone that killed their family member.
Oh.
But so Frenchie killed this guy's family. He tells him, like, I love you, but I killed your family. I can't not tell you. And so he starts choking him, and Frenchie just doesn't fight back. And he's like, do it. Kill me. Oh, and then the guy just stops, like, what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you what you want. And he's like, you stay the fuck away from me or I'll kill you. And this next episode, he then decides to turn himself into the police.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible, which I can't believe he did before talking to Kimiko. I can't believe that Kimiko and Frenchie, who are both going through the theme of the season, past traumas, are not confiding in one another like they always did.
Yeah.
And I think it's still, I don't know, because I feel like they got over there. We care about each other so much. We're more like brother and sister than we are boyfriend, girlfriend. And so like I thought they were cool. I don't know. I thought they'd be confiding. I'm surprised he went straight to jail. Who knows what she's going to go do now?
Yeah.
But it's working. It's a good plot. Then there's the Huey plot.
The Huey plot, which I will say this, I'm like, where's this going? Because you had Simon Pegg, it went in a crazy, fucked up place, and I liked it.
Yes.
I knew he was going to get... I saw it all coming. Because at first I was like, Huey didn't give him the V. When his dad is dying and in a coma, they decide to give him V. He decides not to give him the V, but then he wakes up. It turns out his mom gave him the V. He seems perfectly fine, but in my head, I'm like, he's going to have powers, and they're going to be fucked up. And they're going to have to kill him. I knew that was what's going to happen.
Very cool powers, though.
He's Kitty Pryde. He's a phaser.
Yeah. More like vibrating.
Vibrating to phase. But that's kind of how phasing would be, because that is, you're going in and out of phase.
That's how the Flash can phase.
That's how it would work. I'm telling you right now, him murdering, his dad starts murdering people. He starts losing his memory, doesn't remember that he went back to his wife, starts trying to kill the wife. Then it randomly cuts to a scene of a meet cute in the hospital, and I'm watching it with Joe, who Joe does not like the violence in the show. And as soon as it's like, hey, you're cute, I'm like, they're dead.
They're dead.
And I'm like, 3, 2, 1. And then they all fucking die.
How about when he like came out from under he came out through the hospital bed, like through the body on the.
Yeah.
Woo. This show is, the quieter the show is, the scareder I get. Like, I'm like,
and I'll say this, and I know maybe I'm in the minority here, and I felt the same way with Gen V. I feel in Deadpool, the ultra violence works because it's played for a joke and it's part of a joke. In The Boys, it's not played for comedy; it's just there, and I just don't feel I don't feel it's necessary. I think it's probably the same way in Invincible. I don't feel it's necessary.
It's kind of played for shock value of like
exactly, these are both and I find that very boring because then it's like you're not trusting the material.
They're kind of going for this weird realism of these shows are constantly answering the question.
Speaking of a part, finish what you're saying.
If you had powers, like you could like fuck you. People would fuck each other up, right? Like that's what both of those shows are about.
Yeah. And also, I couldn't watch the scene, the lobotomy scene through the eye.
I fast-forwarded.
I had to look away. I don't need to see that.
I couldn't even hear it. I had to skip. So gross.
I should have done that because there were squishy sounds.
Sister
Sage, her brain regenerates. So she literally has to stab her brain so she can be stupid for a little bit. Ugh.
Oh my God. It's a good show, but sometimes I'm like,
do we have anything else to say?
No. Wait, do we? No.
I don't think so. No.
Just that the actress that plays Firecracker, Valerie just that we love the sheep.
Oh, the actress, she's a lesbian, I've heard.
She's a lesbian.
Love that.
And she's having so much fun.
I love that, getting a lesbian to play an alt-right and then getting a Jewish woman to play the Nazi. It's very smart casting.
Yes. So we love the sheep scene, classic, iconic scene.
Should we play a game?
Let's play a game. Oh, wait, no. Go to the next slide.
Oh, there's another
because they
slide.
did this.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
This was
they made
hilarious.
Fun of the Marvel
this was
Cinematic Universe. And they
funny. And if you look, some of these movies are like the fact that you can picture characters from The Boys filming some of the movies that they did in the big Vought Cinematic Universe film slate a la Marvel. We've got the movie that A-Train is in with Will Ferrell.
Let's go one by one and let's go one by one and read these off. Training A-Train, that's the Will
Which
Ferrell
is the Will Ferrell one. After that, we've got Homelander, Land of the Free, Home of the Saved.
And then The Seven Reborn.
And then Super School, which I wonder is that Kate and what's his face from Gen V.
Oh yeah, that was going to be the Sun. The Sun
show,
and then remember? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Deep Lifeguard Summer.
Ryan's. Well, actually,
the Deep.
Actually,
Lifeguard
Phase 7.
Summer.
Phase 7 is Firecracker, Lord Soldier, The Deep Secrets of Atlantis, and then the Tech Knight. Finally, Tech Knight gets his own movie. That's their Iron Man.
Right. Has he been in the show?
No, but I think next episode is about a weird sex party he has.
Oh,
cool. like a Tony Stark sex party.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We have The Deep Lifeguard Swimmer.
Summer.
Summer.
It's like Brat
Seven
Summer.
Returns. I can't read these other ones.
Tech Knight, Night Light. We've got Homelander and Soldier Boy, Annihilation. How are we filming that? Is that animated? How are we filming Soldier Boy and Homelander after? Whatever. A-Train, Off the Tracks, Firecracker, Heaven's Miracle. Did you notice that Firecracker's movie, because they showed the trailer for I think it was Lord Soldier. Why not? They're like, as part of Vaught's Faith series of movies, there's like a Faith spin-off starring Firecracker. So funny.
What is this?
The Teenage Kicks.
Home for Kwanzaa 2.
Home for Kwanzaa 2. Who are the Teenage Kicks? I'm dying to meet them.
I mean, the Deep Gods and Dolphins.
Double Standard is A-Train because he shows a trailer for that, or he talks about him being in it in the Vought Expo.
A-Train
Gods and
into
Dolphins.
the multiverse.
Oh my God, so Flash.
Firecracker, God help me.
Amazing. Teenage Kicks, Ditch Day. I bet I would love Teenage Kicks movies. Oh God.
These are so funny. Teenage Kicks, Sex Ed, The G-Men, Days Past from the Future.
Oh, underneath our logo at the top right is G2, G-Men. So great.
Speedwalkers 2, Mall Race. The Guardians of Godalton.
Oh, Flipped. They are in Flipped. They were talking about the movie in the expo. They're like, what happens when... Oh my God.
So crazy. I love it.
So fun. Let's play a little game.
Called Comic Book Gay Blind Date.
Gay Blind Date.
Hey, Fudge Packer, it's game time!
I'm so bad with it. It's literally a button, and I still get it wrong. Oh my God. Okay, we've got Gay Comic Book Blind Date.
You know what? I just heard the word Fudge Packer in a movie. I think that movie, A Fantastic Woman from 2017. I just watched it for the first time, and somebody is called a Fudge Packer.
Moore?
No, with I forget her name, but she's a trans actress from Chile.
Oh yes, okay, I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Someone calls her a Fudge Packer.
We're all Fudge Packers, really. We are playing Gay Comic Book Gay Blind Date. We are going to set each other up on if we lived in the Marvel universe, we are going to set each other up on a blind date and tell them what's going to happen on that date.
Yep.
So I have a feeling Brett is going to be cruel to me. But I decided to be nice to
You
Brett.
did? Oh, good. We need a tone change.
So basically what we're going to do is we all know it's all kind of, it looks like it's leading to, at least for a bit, maybe they'll reunite, but it is looking like Emma Frost and Tony Stark might be breaking up.
Looks like it. Next episode, we'll find out. Issue.
Tony is going to be very desperate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull a full Mrs. Doubtfire moment. I'm going to have...
Hello.
What's the X-Men who does all of the Jumbo Carnation?
Jumbo Carnation.
I'm going to have him put you into full Emma drag. And you're going out on a date with Tony Stark.
In Emma drag?
In Emma drag. Because that's the only... I mean, he's not...
From Jumbo Carnation?
Yeah. Jumbo Carnation's going to put you in Emma drag. One of her outfits, the wig... he'll put a lot of highlighter, like a lot of you'll have so much highlighter all over your body that'll look like diamond form.
Okay, good.
And basically you're going to show up at Tony Stark's mansion.
Ooh. Is a car going to come get me?
Yeah. Well, no, okay. The car will come get you. It'll drop you off. And then you're just going to be like, "Hey, Tony, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was paging through that diary that photo book you made of all of the cuckoos, and I realized you are the one. Go pour me a Tanqueray and vodka and tequila all together, and I'll be waiting up in the bedroom. Now, clearly, you're going to bend over, ass up, freshly waxed." And he's going to come in, hand you that drink, and he's going to rail the hell out of you.
Okay.
But at some point, he's going to turn you over. The wig will fall off. You'll see what you really are. And he'll be like, "Who are you?"
Uh-huh.
And then you'll be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm your biggest fan."
I'm your biggest fan.
He'll be like, "You know what? I'm into it." And then you have sex just
and then that's our real date.
And that's the real date.
I love it.
And then Emma shows up.
Oh, God, no.
And then she catches you guys.
Okay.
And then she lobotomizes you. But as she's lobotomizing you, she eviscerates you.
Yeah. Like Jean did to her.
In such a mean way.
Yeah.
That you live for it and you loved it.
Oh.
You love it.
I'm like, I live. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my last words.
I'm died. Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you think? I think that's pretty good.
I think I can't wait. I'm just excited to be done up at like Emma drag. That's the part I'm super excited about.
Yeah. So you got Tony Stark. Do I get one too?
Yes, you do. So,
right,
as you know, EvilJeff, I am reading Blood Hunt, the big Marvel event, and there's one.
What the fuck is this?
There's one character who is really standing out to me for his sex appeal, and that is the 8-foot tall Bloodstorm 1.
Is that the hot one with all the muscles?
Yeah, he's the hot one with all the muscles, the big white one right there. He's right. He's the leader of the Blood Coven. So I'm like. Because I know you like somebody with like a name, like I know you like a name. I know you like power.
I'm a star fucker.
Yeah, you're totally. So we're gonna go Bloodstorm 1, and here is how your date is going to go down.
Okay.
It will be at night because he is a vampire. Again, he is like 7'5", I want to say, but really just all muscle. In fact, part of the date will be you figuring out if that's his skin or if he's wearing some kind of armor. Oh
my God, of course he freezes right as he's about to get to the good part. What happens? Is it all right? You said you froze when he said I find out if it's skin or a suit of armor. Which one is it?
That's the game you get to play. Is like all night you get to figure out if that's his skin or if he's wearing some kind of suit of armor.
I know. Well, if I touch it, is it hard or is there mush?
Yeah, so you might have to like do more than touch it to figure out like what the fuck is going on.
Lift up that little leaf.
I'm saying. So he wants you to Uber to a natural wine bar of his choosing, natural wines only. He tends to, I will tell you, like, look at the picture of him. Like, he tends to let the wine fall out of his mouth when he, like, after he drinks it.
But he's a vampire, though.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, am I getting bit at the end of this?
I mean, probably, right?
Okay, am I going to be turned? Okay, finish. I'm either being eaten or turned. So
right,
I'm curious where this is going.
Yes. So you have this natural wine bar, and then you're going to go to dinner at Gwen in North Hollywood, which is that steakhouse, that high-end steakhouse by you. You decided to pick Gwen because you knew he wanted raw meat, but you wanted to be close to your apartment just in case. So that goes well. And then he's like, I'd really like to let off some steam before the rest of the evening. So I'm going to take you to this jack-off party, and we're going to just relax. And so you go to a jack-off party. It's like this weird, it's kind of like the opening scene from Blade, where it's just this like cool club underground. There's like signage made with like finger paint. It's probably blood. And it's just basically like humans and vampires jacking off. There are
Wait,
some
can
screams.
the rain of blood be the lube to use to jerk off?
No, it's absolutely a rain of lube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rain of lube. So it's good. You bust a nut, you're fine. He makes you shoot on some guy's face. It's really weird. And the guy was like, please, no, he'll kill me when you do it. So that was weird. But then you go to the Eagle after that, just so you can like not be horny, so you can just like chill and just like smoke outside. You do notice he's wearing a harness all of a sudden, and you do notice that the harness has nipples on it because it's human skin. Then you're gonna go back to his place.
Not his human skin?
We have no idea. Then you go back to his place. He shares an Uber with you. You're gonna do weird armpit stuff, and then he's gonna fuck you, and then he's gonna eat you out, and then he's going to eat you.
Oh, so I get eaten, so I die at the end.
Yeah. He eats you.
Oh, and here's the thing. You know that I want to be turned into a vampire to live forever. You still have
I know, but he eats you. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I would not repeat.
Well, that's what I'll tell you this. If you're going on a date and someone's like, hey, where should we go next? And they're like, let's go to this jack-off party. Red flag.
It's a red flag.
Reminds me, remember that? Did you ever
Third
see,
date.
What's that? Not Raging Bull. What's the one?
Taxi Driver?
Taxi Driver, where he takes Sybil Shepherd to a porno movie.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro takes Sybil Shepherd to a porno.
Yeah.
Their date.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. I get eaten and you get lobotomized. And that's
Perfect.
What happens when you have sex in the Marvel universe.
That's what happens when we fix each other up with other gays.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, I want to talk more about this Tony Stark and Emma Frost shit.
I do too.
And more Blood Hunt as well. How about we talk about some X-Men?
I would love to.
Hit it.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
All right, everybody. We have a few X books that we're going to talk about. Let's start off. Invincible Iron Man. I feel like
the last 2 pages of Invincible Iron Man is what I want to talk about.
Well, the first is also like, we already know all the Orca stuff ended. And they're like, oh, by the way, this takes place before all of that. It still hasn't ended yet. So here's the end of it. And you're like, okay. I'd say the one biggest turn is it looks like War Machine, Living Laser, Sandman, and Iron Man are maybe going to be a team.
That is pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
I like that. Who are they? It was Living Laser, Sandman, who was an Avenger for a while.
Yeah. And War Machine.
War Machine.
I don't think we saw anyone else. So because
yeah, it was just the 3 of them. Yeah.
Can we get some female representation, please?
Thank you. Maybe some people of color.
Yeah. Is Living Laser? Is he gay?
No, Living Lightning.
Living Lightning.
Who, by the way, is now just called Lightning, and I'm like, why would you take Living out of the gay
part.
Name? That's the gay part. His name should not be Lightning. His name should be Living.
They should have just called him, yeah. Can you imagine? I'm living. That should have been his whole fucking name.
Oh, no, it's the Avengers. Avengers, sound off. Captain America, She-Hulk, Thor, the Scarlet Witch. Living. Lightning.
That reminds me.
Lightning.
Do you have living spaces? Do you have living spaces in New York?
What?
It's a furniture store.
No.
And all the commercials go, living spaces.
We are living spaces. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my faces.
Jennifer Convertibles couches. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, Invincible Iron Man, but then it leads to...
so he's like, Rhodey's like, you put me in jail. And Tony's like, I had to. Fight. Okay, we're friends again.
But now let's go. I'm going to go meet up. Well, I liked where he's like, "Hey, things were terrible for me," and he just holds a newspaper of him canoodling.
In Central Park. I mean, in Rockefeller, yeah. Ice skating.
And so there he is, where he also admits that he basically put Fei Long into a coffin.
That
is Fei Long. Will Fei Long die in there, or will he be like?
I mean, Tony's not going to kill him, I get, but to bury someone alive, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know about that.
because Fei Long's a human still. I don't know if whatever enhancements he's had will keep him alive.
But also,
so I think he just killed him.
To be stuck there, like, I can't move in this dark box, like, that is my fucking nightmare. That's my nightmare. You ever see that movie, The Vanishing? No, thank you.
Oh yeah. They made a.
His wife goes missing, and then at the end it turns out the guy buried her alive and put her in her. Oh my God! Why do we make some fucked up? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Anyway, Iron Man.
Anyway, it all leads to him being like, he kind of is like, I fell for her and I don't want this to end, but I don't think she wants it. So there's a final episode of them dealing with the relationship, and I'm going to be beaten off to the whole next episode.
Oh my God. I'm going to buy a hard copy. I'm going to roll it up, and I'm just going to read it by jamming it up my ass and feeling the panels.
Oh my God. I love it. And that one, so the real story is going to be the next issue. So I think we can move on.
That's real.
The next thing we are going to talk about is, of course, the heir of Apocalypse.
I am the
vamping while you were frozen.
And the heir of Apocalypse. Oh, I wasn't frozen. I was just still.
Okay, yes. You're frozen when your heart's not open. So, okay, we've established Heir Apocalypse. We've established that there is no more resurrection. And then they are just straight up killing people.
You know what?
I am questioning, is any of this real?
You know who used to do resurrection before it was cool?
Oh, Apocalypse.
So have you noticed?
Apocalypse is going to resurrect these people.
Did you notice how many people died in this issue?
3?
4.
Wait, did Genocide? What's the son's name? Genocide.
Genocide.
Did Genocide die?
We lost Monet. We lost
That's
Richter.
Right.
We lost Exodus, and we lost Nature Girl.
Nature Girl. That's a lot.
It's also Horseman, right? I'd have to think these 4 are coming back as well.
Oh, so he did it all on purpose just to get the Horseman.
I think so.
Because Nature Girl would be Famine.
Oh, let's do this.
Okay, so if it's those 4, Exodus would
Richter would be. Exodus could be Death. Nature Girl, I think, would be Pestilence.
Nature Girl's Pestilence.
Penance would be Famine.
Is Famine. Yes.
And
which one would be Death and which one would be War?
And War would be Richter.
Richter is War and Exodus is Death. Oh, girl, I am living lightning.
I'm
100% for that.
Right? I'm guessing. I'm like, wow, these people are dying. 4 people. Oh, 4. Oh, wait, 4.
But are more people just going to keep on dying until it goes down to 1?
Yeah, are we going to do like Agatha Christie?
10 Little
Who knows?
Indians. Kind of like what was the Avengers one where
Spider-Man?
Arcade, it was the Avengers Academy that was done like
yeah. It was done like Battle Royale or Hunger Games.
Battle Royale.
That was Arena, Avengers Arena.
Avengers Arena, yeah.
I'm thinking more the episode of Spider-Man and his amazing friends called 7 Little Superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Can you name?
Vaguely.
Can you name that? I can name them.
I can't. Okay, name them.
So it was 7 Little Superheroes. It was like an arcade type villain, but it wasn't arcade. It was just like original villain. And he kept doing this little nursery rhyme, like 7 little superheroes sitting in a room. One fell down and lost her broom. And I don't know. But it was Spider-Man, Firestar,
Firestar,
Iceman. Namor. Doctor Strange. Shanna the She-Devil. And I can't remember the seventh. Oh no, that was it.
Is that kind of the order that they?
No, there's one more. Namor went out early. I remember that. Who was the seventh? It was Cap. It was Captain America.
Who was the final? Who would be the three? Who were the final three?
The final three, I think, were Iceman, Firestar, Spider-Man.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And then, was that the one where they were like, they didn't count on the eighth hero, Miss Lion? There's one where they were like, the end was like, they didn't count on the whatever member of the team, Ms. Lion. And
Ms. Lion.
Who the fuck is
Ms. Lion?
Who the fuck was Ms. Lion? Who the fuck was Ms.
Who's Ms. Lion? Wait, am I supposed to? Is this something I should know?
Ms. Lion was the fucking like Shih Tzu that Spider-Man and Firestar and Iceman shared. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Aunt May's dog. Ms. Lion.
Right. I did. Have you watched these recently? I have not watched these since I was like 6 years old.
How do you not know Ms. Lion? And then there was
I was 6 years old when I last saw these things.
There was a pet Avengers comic from like years ago, and Ms. Lion was on the team.
Oh well, sorry. I don't remember everything.
Well, I'm not sorry because you just guaranteed that soon we're gonna do a whole motherfucking episode about Ms. fucking Lion.
Okay, I'm 100% down for that.
It's a good idea.
All right, then we have X-Men, Blood Hunt.
Then we have
Magic.
X-Men, Blood Hunt, Buffy. I mean Magic.
Yeah. And,
very Buffy. Very Buffy coded, this book.
This also very Magic, just letting people die. She's like, oh, I could teleport and free everybody for no reason, but I let all these other people get eaten and killed first. Huh?
She had to.
It did not make sense for me.
That one made sense for me when she's in the cage and she let the old woman eat the dude. It's because she was still pretending like she was captured and helpless. It was part of her plan.
Point,
sorry.
Didn't she?
But it's also Ileana. Like,
wasn't she already there? Where she needed to be to kill everybody?
No, she was still on the way. They were on the road.
All right. Well,
plus, it's Ileana. Like, she's not a goody. She'll let a fucker die.
Yeah, she did. But basically, she pretends to get captured by a vampire horde. And one of them it's almost kind of like a What We Do in the Shadows, like a famous Russian leader.
From the stories of her youth. Like her father used to tell stories of this.
So he's been alive for 1,000 years and he's actually a vampire now.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, and then she battles him and then just fucking chops his head off. It's pretty.
She just chops his fucking head off.
Yeah, there was no. He's like, haha, I've been alive for 1,000 years, and she's like, chop.
Can I tell you what happened though?
What?
I got spoiled on the big reveal in the main Blood Hunt book by reading this when that Russian knight vampire was like, Vernay will want her alive or something like that. Like, dropped the bad guy's name, and I was like, wait, I thought they were working for Blade. And then I read Blood Hunt 4, and it was like, you're not Blade, are you? And it's like, no, I'm not Blade. I'm Vernay, the oldest vampire in the world. I was like, Are you mad that they did that? I'm just commenting on know your order. Yeah. Know your order. As a reader, know your order. Especially also like Iron Man. Yeah, let's release this Orcus thing a month after all the Orcus stuff ended. What's happening? It's on both sides. Both sides now. The publisher and the reader need to know their order. It's like when you show up to Starbucks. Know your order. That is, I'll tell you this. I may have brought this up before because it bothers me so much. I was at Chipotle and the line was long, and then in front of me someone went, like, after waiting for like 20 minutes, the person in front of me was like, so how does this work? Stop. Get out. And then started pointing to everything, being like, what is this? Get out. And Get out. I was like, I think if I slit her throat, I think everyone would have just been like, so like, what do I do? Like, they literally, it's a step-by-step instruction on the fucking board up there. Like, first, pick your base.
Yeah, it tells you everything.
And like, what are you like? What country are you from? That you're like, you don't know how this shit works. Like,
you've never been to a Chipotle before? Good for you. How about you just keep it that way and get the fuck out of here?
Have you never been to any food place since Chipotle came out that does the like Taim or Blaze Pizza
or Kava?
or Kava?
I love Kava. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. Know your fucking order, Marvel. Get it.
Know
together.
your order, readers. Don't get spoiled because you read the books out of order.
When do the new books launch? How many? We're in July. I know it's in July. How many weeks do we have?
I have no idea. I mean, I think this Wednesday we get some new ones. So we need to get this episode out by Wednesday. Oh my God.
Of the new ones, like of the new X-Men books?
I think so. I'll freak out. Hold on. I'm looking it up. Oh my God.
Because also July 26th, we got Deadpool and Wolverine too.
I'm not ready for that. That's coming up quick. Yes. So July 10th, we'll have X-Men #1.
Holy shit. That's in 2 weeks then.
Yeah. So we got to get through Heir of Apocalypse first, which I do really think is setting up every book.
It's setting everything.
It feels like it.
I'm excited. Also, I told Brett we're going to be reviewing another new superpower show that we sort of slept on, and
Extraordinary
on Hulu, and we're going to start reviewing that too.
Very excited for that. Very excited. Speaking of other shows, are you watching Phantasmas? Julio Torres' show?
No, don't give anything away. I want to watch it because I'm still trying to finish. Los Spookies, the second season.
Yeah.
I still have to finish that, which is also.
I will say this,
and I haven't seen Problemista yet. And Julio Torres is my comedy god, and I love him. And I want.
Yeah, same. And Problemista is on HBO, Netflix.
Yeah, it's all streaming.
It's
all me. There's no excuse I have that I haven't watched it yet.
But listen, there's a character in Phantasmas who she's up there as like potentially my favorite character of 2024. Like. There, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. I know you.
I've known you for over 15 years.
You will be like,
I know
it's her.
Exactly who
it's her.
Talking about. Also, I did see Polite Society recently.
Oh, how was that?
It's amazing. I thought it was going to be it's about like these two Indian girls that are like ninjas and they're like fighting crime. No. It is two sisters. One wants to be a stunt woman, and her sister gets engaged, and she's like, I don't like this boyfriend. I'm going to try and break him up.
Through stunts?
Well, yeah, it's her basically doing stunts and sneaking around and then having to like beat up the bodyguards and all of this stuff because she doesn't want her sister to get married.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's so petty. And then there's a huge twist and it's great. And the mother of the person, like her main nemesis is her sister's fiance's mom. And she's played by the bad guy from Ms. Marvel. That woman who was the bad guy.
Yeah, good. Very good. What's her name? Tom Hiddleston's wife.
Tom Hiddleston's wife? I didn't realize that they were. Yeah. That's who his wife was. Anyway, Polite Society is amazing. Watch it; it's really fun.
I hate that I don't know her name, and I'm calling her Tom Hiddleston's wife. I fucking hate that.
That is
Jane
racist.
Ashton. It's not racist. It's misogynist.
We're going to look it up because that's also on us.
Yeah,
we can't. Not
it's Zane. It's Zaw Ashton. Because she was in Velvet Buzzsaw also.
I still haven't seen that, and that looks so stupid.
Garbage. Velvet Buzzsaw is such garbage, but you have to see
fun?
it.
Yeah, but
no, it's not fun. It's like I wish it was a little more fun, but it does have that scene where Jake Gyllenhaal is naked with the laptop.
Ooh.
On top of him.
Is he the star of it, or is he just a side
character? No, he's a side character. It's the same people that did Nightcrawlers. Same team.
Oh, really? I love Nightcrawler. And people were like, Jake Gyllenhaal, they made him so ugly in that movie. I was like, I'd still fuck him.
I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him, and I'm sick of Nicholas Galetstein.
Yeah. We're all horrible people. Nimra Busha is her name.
Okay.
Anyway.
Great.
Okay.
All right, we did it. We did it,
did it.
sis. We did it. My God, happy Pride. Happy Wrath. Happy Wrath, everybody.
Happy Wrath. I know now that we're in July and it's 4th of July, it's time
and
to
our
be
rights
angry
being taken away.
at America. Yeah, now it's time. Let's celebrate our freedom of being America and talking about, let's be angry. We were pride, now it's anger. Next, and then in August, lust. We're doing all of the 7 deadly sins for the next 7 months.
That's right.
And when it hits November, sloth.
I was going to say all year, sloth.
And
Sloth's
December, envy. Because as the world's ending, we're going to be like, oh, God, I wish it was last year.
I wish it was 2012. I just watched a nature documentary narrated by Barack Obama, and I was like bawling into my hands during the whole thing.
Barack, come back to us, Barack. Anyway, if there's one thing you take away from this show, don't take away what comics to read. Don't take away what shows to watch. You just need to know one simple fact, is that if you read comics, well, then that makes you
Queer.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I have to press the button.
Damn.